Every morning, John Ladd starts his day not by checking whether his cattle have gotten out, but by making sure no one has gotten in.
When I pull up to the barn, I look inside there. When I go around and get hay to feed the horses, I look right where I got the hay from.
Over the years, he's had fences cut, his horses stolen, and his house broken into more times than he can remember. A fellow rancher along the border was gunned down and killed.
It shouldn't have to be that way.
A fourth-generation rancher, he's lived here in the Arizona outback his entire life. A vast, dusty corner of the world where people still wave at cars as they drive by.
The ranch has given us a good livelihood, and I respect the land and what it's done for my family.
John's 16,000-acre ranch shares a 10-mile border with Mexico, which wasn't a problem until the 90s when the cartel took over this major corridor for migrants and smugglers.
The last 30 years have been terrible, living this close to the border. We've got people coming across illegally every day.
It's gotten so bad, he says, he's found 14 bodies on his property.
The fact is if you do something to the cartel, they'll just kill you.
So when Donald Trump began building his wall here last year, John not only welcomed it, he even leased some of his land to the contractor for extra storage space.
Started in April of 2020 and completed most of the wall for about 50 miles at the end of the year, December.
He says he was finally able to sleep at night when on January 20th, on his first day in office, President Joe Biden halted all construction. John says the effect on his ranch was almost immediate, ushering in a wave of undocumented immigrants onto his property. 2021 has seen a dramatic spike in illegal immigration. In April, more than 178,000 people were detained along the U.S.-Mexico border, the highest number in at least 20 years. But according to the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, illegal immigration along the southern border has been rising steadily for 12 months straight, long before Biden took office. John knows his ideas are not popular in some parts of Washington, where the wall has been criticized for dividing communities along the border and for being largely ineffective. If people can cross it with ropes and ladders, what is the benefit of spending all that money to build this wall?
It slows them down in order for Border Patrol to apprehend them.
Steve Ray is a security guard on the wall's construction site and a former police officer who spent 17 years patrolling the border. He says the cartels have gotten smarter, smuggling people in smaller groups, all in an effort to overwhelm Border Patrol agents.
It's tough, actually, because only one person can only be in one spot at one time.
John says he has no idea what will happen to the wall, but if life along the border has taught him anything, it's this.
It'll always turn out. It might be tough for 10 years, but it'll work out.
At the end of a long, hard day, John heads home. Tomorrow he will start all over again. After all, he says, this is all he knows. He has nowhere else to go.